I think we've touched on this idea is that there are lots of modes of feminism, historically. We're talking about Marxist feminism, radical feminism, liberal feminism, intersectional feminism, corporeal
Only
feminism.
if you're an academic, otherwise you don't worry about the labels.
Okay, you pegged me on that one, okay, granted. But my question then is about the relevancy of feminism as a label, and I think that we are denying the multiplicity of those feminist modes of activism and practice and identification. And I was thinking in terms of the contemporary situation we have, like Lady Gaga saying that she's not a feminist because she likes men despite her feminist politics. Mm-hmm. We have Beyonce saying that she thinks there needs to be a new word for feminism and she would like to use the word bootylicious. So in Harper's Bazaar. So this is something that's been stated. So, but I also think that we are denying the fact that women might actually have an investment in the term feminism. And a personal narrative is teaching gender studies at the university. In my first week, I asked students if they call themselves a feminist, and only 1/4 put their hand up. By the end of the 10-week period, 3/4 put their hand up. And because we are talking about the different modes of feminism, way of practicing and identifying as a feminist. So I guess my issue is that maybe we should actually be thinking, and this is a provocation to all the panel members, is how can we actually utilise the history and the weight behind the term feminism and to modify it for the contemporary situation rather than just disregard it. I think that's really important because it denies the individuals who have also identified as feminists throughout their entire lives. If we're not allowing that term feminism to be in common usage anymore, we're using the word humanism or, all these other different ways of enacting feminism without actually using the term feminism.
I would feel, to stop using the term feminism, I would feel like I was absolutely shitting all over my mother and over all the women who have worked so hard, and the men and everyone else who has worked so hard to fight for the rights that I enjoy. So if the term feminism is going to be replaced by something else, there better be a damn good reason for it, because it is a term that I will keep using and I will keep identifying with, because I believe that there are so many powerful forces for feminism and a multiplicity of feminisms that I think it would be absolutely disrespectful and really an absolute shame to wipe that history in the name of something that we are hoping might be a better carrot to dangle or a shinier one.
I'm not sure why you asked the question, because as far as I know, there's only one person on the panel that said she was prepared to sort of get rid of the term feminism. The rest of us were all defending it in the sense we're all saying that we were still
prepared to get rid of it, by the way. I just don't want to keep arguing about it.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared to get rid of it.
So, I mean, in a sense...
Talking about... I'm a raging feminist, yes. I am a queer dyke, yes. But fucking hell, can we just move on and get shit done?
Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah. That's the issue. I do want to say something about, because this is the second time this word humanist has come up, and theoretically it's a nice idea, except that it is too easy to leave out of the conversation then the fact that gender still matters in everyday life. It still matters in distribution of power. It still matters in distribution of resources. It matters, and so how do you retitle something? I mean, it's fine. I mean, frankly, use whatever word is comfortable that does what she's saying, right? Get shit done. But make sure that gender does not get dropped out of the equation when we start talking about that. I
think we've got to be really careful about humanism, since I've been actually declared Humanist of the Year. Humanism is actually not very good on gender, if you actually read through their various things like that. So, I mean, I don't think that solves anything, and I don't think humanism, which assumes that we're all rational beings, actually works either. Because I think one of the things that you actually have to acknowledge is we are not rational. I mean, that's one of the fallacies of the economic thing, that we all make decisions out of rationality and self-interest. We actually are run on emotions, a mixture of emotions and reason. And so that's why humanism doesn't work.
And hormones.
Huh?
And Hormones.
Well, yes, well, it's part of the emotional stuff. Yes. But I think we use the word feminism. We use it in various ways. We use it when we feel comfortable with it. We don't use it when we don't feel comfortable with it. But I honestly think reinventing it is actually probably things. We can invent all sorts of other terms to cover lots of other things that we're doing. And I think maybe that's a good idea. We need to, socialism doesn't work anymore as a term. Maybe we need to rethink some of those things. But I think there's lots of things that we can actually do to label the particular campaigns and the particular things we do. But I think what we need to do is to actually get feminism out of the idea that it's actually just in your head and get it out into the society and make sure we do something about it.